What's my cracking? What's my cracking? It's kind of long. It's kind of long right there.
Hi.
Oh, come here.
Sure. We're going to encounter. Woohoo! They're jamming. Jenny, sing a song.
Say something to the camera.
Sing a song.
We are going to the encounter.
Oh yeah. We are going to encounter.
Oh my God.
Okay. Para que quede there. A jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you open this? Looks like a restaurant. We're hoping.
The inside looks like a cabin, but the outside doesn't. What?
Come on, it's a nice place.
It's pretty nice, huh?
This is cool.
Are you guys like on the adventure?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, look.
On the water. No, there has to be light.
No. Oh my God!
Ah!
It's right here. And it doesn't work. You're mean.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was
I
beautiful.
knew you were ready to come up, please. I think I'm leaving. This is a big bathroom. But that works in here.
In every single encounter,
En cada encuentro,
God does something.
en cada encuentro Dios hace algo.
But here's one very, very important thing that you must understand.
Pero acá hay algo bien, bien importante que es necesario que
And
entiendas.
that is that God will do as much as you will allow Him to do.
Y es que Dios va a hacer tanto como tú le dejes que él haga.
I know that He's going to do powerful, powerful things.
Y yo sé que él va a hacer cosas bien poderosas.
But you need to be here 100%.
Pero tenés que estar en este lugar al 100%.
I'm not the best person to talk about rules
No soy la mejor persona para hablar acerca de las reglas.
because I don't know, I'm not the most structured person.
Porque no soy la persona más estructurada.
But I know that what I'm about to share with you guys is going to be just as important as any other talk.
Pero sé que lo que les estoy por compartir a ustedes es tan importante como cualquier otra charla.
And I don't know if you guys know, but not coming here. I was just driving down the freeway,
Estaba en el freeway, en
and
la
I had
autopista,
just gotten my car, my new car,
y recién acababa de agarrar mi auto
and I started driving 80 miles an hour.
y estaba manejando 80 millas por
Then I
hora.
started going 90.
Estaba después yendo a
Then I
90
started going 95.
y después
Then
95
96.
y después 96.
Then 130.
Después 130
And then 147 miles an hour.
y después 147 millas por
And
hora.
I see a blue and red little light way behind me.
Y de repente veo una luz roja y
And I
azul
knew they were
atrás mío.
coming for me.
Y yo sabía que eran por mí.
And I had two choices.
Y tenía dos opciones.
Keep breaking the rules.
Seguir rompiendo las reglas.
It was late at night.
Era bien tarde.
I could have just turned my lights off,
Podría haber apagado las luces
drop it down one more, or maybe just punch it and try to go,
y podría haber
try to escape.
tratado de escaparme.
Or I would just given up and turn myself in.
O
To
pod-
do what?
es que
To protect us, right?
es para protegernos.
I thought about it later and I could have killed myself very easily.
Pensé después acerca de eso y me di cuenta que podría haberme matado.
Even
tranquilamente.
worse, I probably could have killed somebody else.
Y lo peor es que podría haber matado a alguien.
Was it fun?
¿Fue divertido?
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It was freaking fun. It was
Era
really cool.
divertido, era
But-
bien divertido.
But that's not the point. The
Pero
point
ese
is
no fue el
that,
punto.
that laws and rules are here to help us out.
El punto es que las reglas y las leyes están para que las podamos cumplir.
And it sucks when somebody else doesn't do it,
Y realmente es feo cuando alguien no las cumple.
and I get affected for it.
Y yo quedo afectado
For
por eso.
example, if I would have been driving drunk or just driving the way I was, and I
Por
would have hit somebody
ejemplo,
else,
si hubiese estado manejando alcoholizado y le hubiese chocado a alguien más, aquí,
and where's the list of the leaders? Okay, and that's it. And Lou,
en Lu,
and so right here, us five, we're gonna be giving you guys talks and all kinds of things like that.
y nosotros 5 vamos a estar los encargados de darte charlas.
If the food is bad, you got him to blame.
Si la comida está mala, tienen a Lu
But if
y a
the food
Alex
is
para
good,
darles la culpa.
Then you tell Alex.
Pero si la comida está buena, se le dicen a Alex.
So we are here to help you guys out, to guide you guys.
Así que bueno, estamos acá para poder ayudar. Nada.
I always say to the people that go to Encounter,
Yo siempre les digo a los que van al encuentro,
you know what? If you don't want to,
¿sabes qué? Si no querés,
it's okay.
está bien.
There's always a car that can take you back.
Siempre hay un auto que te puede llevar de
If
regreso.
you're here, make sure you're here wholeheartedly.
Pero si estás acá, asegúrate de estar acá con todo tu
Give
corazón.
it your best.
Date lo mejor.
We drove
Eso es exactamente lo que sucede.
it's very, very well planned, every part of it.
Todo está bien, bien planeado.
And so you gotta be in every talk.
Así que tenés que estar en todas las charlas.
Now, to the guys to my cell group, I would say this.
Y a los chicos de mi celular les diría esto.
I would straight up tell them, don't be a wuss.
Les diría, no seas cobarde.
Yeah, we're all tired,
Estamos todos cansados,
but you gotta be a man.
pero tenés que ser un hombre.
So to the guys in the Jenny and Leonie cell group,
Así que para las chicas de la célula de
you guys
Jenny y
gotta
Eunice,
be women.
ustedes tienen que ser chicas.
Be a woman.
Vamos, chicas.
Alright,
Sean chicas.
we gotta
Sean
find.
mujeres.
Okay, so the third thing, this is very, very important here.
Y esto
No
es bien, bien
TV,
importante.
no TV,
Nada de televisión.
no iPods, no radios.
Nada de iPods o radios.
If somebody was to tell me this,
Y si alguien me fuese a decir esto,
you know what, you're about to... En el high school, yo tenía un mejor amigo.
A
Una
girl.
mejor amiga.
What does that have to be a boy?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Mi friend, una
I'm
mejor
married,
amigo.
okay.
Mejor amiga.
Okay, and we were really close. Like we did everything together.
Éramos muy cercanas y hacíamos todo juntos.
Like everything. We would go to the
Todo.
restroom together.
Íbamos hasta el baño juntas.
And every single day we would meet in the morning. You know how high school is for
Todas las
breakfast.
mañanas nos veíamos ahí en la mañana para desayunar.
For breakfast in the same table every morning.
Desayunábamos en la misma mesa todas las mañanas.
And we both had this mutual guy friend
Y todas las
who was a
dos
photographer.
teníamos un amigo que él sí era amigo y era un fotógrafo.
And one morning he happened to pass by our table,
Y una mañana él pasó por
and
nuestra
he was
mesa.
really excited for this photo shoot he had done over the
Y
weekend.
él estaba bien emocionado porque había hecho este show de fotos en la semana.
So he sat down with us and started showing us his
Se
pictures.
sentó con nosotros y nos empezó a mostrar las fotos.
And as my best friend was browsing through the picture, she sees this picture of this lady
Y mientras mi amiga estaba viendo las fotos, vio la foto de esta mujer.
and starts laughing out loud, like really loud.
Y ella se empieza a reír, pero fuerte.
And these were
riéndose.
her words.
Y esas fueron sus palabras.
Oh my gosh, who the heck is this?
Dice, ay, ¿quién es esta?
Then tells me, look at her makeup and her
Me
clothes.
dice, mira su maquillaje y su ropa.
Doesn't she look like a hooker?
¿A poco no parece prostituta?
And then, dumb me, I look at the
Y yo
picture
veo la foto
and I start laughing
y
out
me
loud
empiezo a
too.
reír también.
Like, it was really, like, the lady looked really, really
Y la
funny.
mujer se veía bien chistosa.
Okay, and at that very moment, our friend asks,
Y en ese momento
my friend,
ese muchacho le pregunta a mi amiga,
what lady are you talking
¿de qué
about?
mujer están hablando?
Is that when you screw up?
¿Se siente mal cuando tú defraudas a alguien?
And for a moment, I would like you guys to think about how this guy felt, like his feelings
Por un momento quiero que tú pienses cómo se
after
sintió
what we
este muchacho
said.
en sus sentimientos después de lo que le dijimos.
But now I want you to think about all those times you have hurt God.
Pero ahora quiero que tú pienses en todas aquellas veces que tú has lastimado al Señor, a Dios.
And how do you think God feels?
¿Y cómo se siente Dios?
I want you to think of all the things you have done in the secret,
Piensa en todas las cosas que has hecho en lo secreto.
of all the times you have sinned and how every time you sinned,
De de todas las veces que has pecado, y todas las veces
it's like you were striking God in his heart.
es como si le estuvieras pegando a Dios o lastimando en su mismo corazón.
The truth is that we all have sins we've done.
Y la realidad es que todos tenemos pecados.
We
que
all have
hemos
made
cometido.
mistakes in our life
Todos hemos cometido errores en nuestras
that
vidas.
we regret, that we're ashamed of.
Errores de los cuales nos arrepentimos, que nos da vergüenza.
But the beautiful thing about this encounter
Pero lo hermoso de este encuentro
is that God gives you a second
es
chance.
que Dios te da a ti una segunda oportunidad.
Today God wants to give you a second chance to restore your relationship with Him.
Y hoy Dios te quiere dar a ti una segunda oportunidad para restaurar tu relación con Él.
You see, this guy might have never forgiven us.
Mira, este muchacho tal vez nunca nos perdonó.
I mean, it's gotta suck. I could picture, someone saying that about my mother.
Eso ha de ser terrible. Yo me imagino a alguien diciendo eso
It would
acerca de
be
mi
hard for
mamá.
me to really forgive someone.
Y sería muy difícil en realidad perdonar a alguien.
But God is
Que tú
to
derramaste,
cleanse me,
que
God.
me limpie,
To
Señor.
cleanse my
Que me
hands.
limpie,
To
Señor.
cleanse my
Que limpie
mind.
mis manos, mi mente,
What
Señor.
my eyes have seen.
Lo que mis ojos han visto,
Where my feet have led me.
a donde mis pies me han
I want
llevado.
you to open your lips and
Abre
start
tus
telling
labios en
God,
este momento y
Lord,
empieza a
I'm
decirle a
sorry
Dios,
for
dile Dios,
failing you,
perdóname.
Jesus.
Vamos, dile Dios,
I
perdóname,
recognize
Jesús.
that I have sinned against
Reconozco
you,
que
Lord.
pequé en contra tuyo,
I have
Señor.
done so many things
Dile,
against you.
Señor, he hecho tantas cosas
I
en
have
contra de ti.
striked your heart
Señor,
so
te he
hard, so many
lastimado en el
times,
corazón tantas veces.
without caring about your
Y no me
feelings,
importó
Lord.
lo que tú estuvieras sintiendo, Señor.
But today I come before
Pero en
you,
esta noche yo vengo delante de ti.
and I want you to picture Jesus in front of you.
Y ahora tú vas a ver a Jesús delante de ti.
I want
con
you
tus
to picture him
con
like
tu-
if he were in this cross in
Tú
front
vas
of
a
you.
imaginar a Jesús como en esta cruz.
And you're gonna see how they're nailing.
Compete, and whichever dad would win like a different task, like Fear Factor kind of thing, and it was like the better dad. It's kind of intense because the dads get really crazy. I would get crazy, if I'm competing for my kids' love. So anyway, so you have this notion that your dad is your hero, right? My daddy can beat up your daddy, or my mom. My mom knows everything. If you see pictures, even it's completely different, but it is a miracle of God, and I know that He has that miracle to share with you guys.
Some of you saw that license.
Algunos de ustedes vieron esa licencia, la foto de la licencia. Pero Dios Mike va a compartir con ustedes. Mike is going to share with you something that will honestly really can transform you. Que te puede transformar. I personally wouldn't know how to do this better than he. No sabría yo dar esta charla mejor que él because he's experienced it, he's lived it, he's living it. So pay attention, keep your hearts open, and thank you, Mike.
Thank you. You want to speak?
Yeah, I'll translate it.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to go from here?
That's fine. It's ready.
Ready? Okay. Se los pongo en el audio. Yes. So it'll be quicker for you.
Okay. And like Pablo was talking about, that's one of the first things I wanted to talk to you about. At least my testimony as far as talking in front of people. I wanted to try to stay away from this as I start to preach more and start to talk to people about Christ in a group setting where I'm speaking, on a microphone. One reason is because when you talk about how you used to be, like your old nature, people tend to get an idea, and I wanted to try to stay away from that. But I think this talk and what I'm going to give you about, the title of it is self-image, so if you guys want to write that down. This talk is so important that I have to share how Pablo started with how I was back in the day. I could not literally, when I first went to college, as some of you know, you have to take speech classes. And these speech classes, I literally, the first thing I would do when I would get in class, I would look at the syllabus and I'd be like, is there a presentation? And if there was, I would search for another class. I would literally try to drop the class and I'd be like, no, I just can't talk in front of people. It's too hard. I didn't think I could ever do it. I didn't think that there was just something inside of me that said fear. And it took over my life. It really did. And the thing about it is, I loved God. I wanted to serve Him. I wanted to talk to people about God. But I knew that there was this fear over me. And it reigned in my life. And you know, they say that talking in front of people, that's pretty much the number one fear in people. That they can't do it in the same way that I couldn't do it. I literally had so much fear in my life. And the thing about it is I started to understand, and I think it began with Pablo, in those times when he would begin to talk to me about a proper self-image. See, when we begin to see ourselves in a light, we grow up in a certain way, right? You have your parents, you have your friends, and they talk to you in a certain way. And you begin to develop this self-image. Some of you think you're quiet. Some of you think you're timid. Some of you think, man, I just don't talk a lot. But as I began to, you know what? Okay. It's pretty bright. Okay. I'll start with this. Because there's something that we need to understand. And I had this list of key points that I wanted to go through, but I've understood something. Sometimes when the Lord wants to speak through you, you just have to speak through your heart. And that's basically what I'm going to try to stick to this as little as possible, but I want to give you the key points. We have to understand something, and it's something that I've began to understand. It's helped me open up when I speak about my self-image. I used to focus on myself. I used to focus on the way I was. And when I begin to understand how the way God made me, how the way God made us, that He literally created us in His image, I begin to be able to heal that. Are we good? I was able to heal that way that I thought about myself. I had a video that I wanted to show, but I couldn't get it working. There's this thing that's so cool in science. I mean, science is getting to the point where, you know, you look at with a microscope and you could look into a cell and you could see the complexity of life. You can see the fact that, man, these 1,000 times of an image, something that's so small. You guys have all been in school and you've learned about these cells that are so small. And in this video it talks about how they're basically a factory. You guys have probably heard of DNA and RNA. Well, and I was talking to Paula about this, how you want to be an engineer, right? Or you're studying architecture, you're taking a class, and you're doing a project and you're getting all the buildings, the measurements and all that. That's what you have to do. Well, in this little cell in our body that we have millions and billions and billions of, it's a factory. Like think about Toyota, think about Ford, think about these factories that we've created as humans. Well, they're in a little tiny thing that we can't even begin to see with the naked eye. And they're as complex as they have blueprints. The DNA is literally a blueprint that goes into the cell. And it tells that factory what to make. It tells the factory what kind of cell to make. And every cell has a certain function. And every cell has, it cleans up. We've heard of white blood cells. They kill disease and all this kind of stuff. Well, you see, sometimes we forget that God created us that way. Sometimes things get so small in our minds, like it's just our situation, and we don't understand that God created us for a purpose. And even above this, we talk about the physical. This cell is physical. Well, I believe in my heart of hearts, that God cares way more about our emotions than the physical, right? So when He put all this effort into our physical cells, and like I said, this small, complex cell, we have billions and billions of it. How much more thought and effort do you think He put into our emotions? See, God created us with free will, a free will to choose Him, a free will to live for Him. That's one of the greatest pleasures of us, getting to adore Him. He loves it. And that's what He created us to do. It says in the Bible, so He created us so that we may worship Him, so that we may adore Him. Now, why do I tell you this? Because I want you guys to understand how important emotions are. I want you guys to understand that our life is so much more than a physical life, and how important it is to have a proper self-image. Now, when I talk about emotions, I guess things rule our emotions, right? I mean, situations rule our emotions. We get in a fight, we get angry, that's an emotion. We get excited about certain things, that's our emotion. We fall in love, we have an emotion of love. Well, I think hand in hand goes this self-image that I'm trying to talk about and get to. Now, I guess for this, I'm going to need your participants, because I want to see some of your guys' thoughts as far as what do you guys think of when you think of self-image? I mean, what comes to your mind when you think of image? Like, literally, what's an image?
The value you put on yourself.
The value, okay, value you put on yourself.
How much you think you're worth.
The way you look.
The way you look. What do we see when we look in a mirror? Our image. Value, I mean, that's exactly it. It's so crazy, because I've been at work, and I think God's starting to teach me something. I think He's starting to show me something. And I put it in this way, I try to put an analogy. The president comes in right now, right here. No bodyguards, no nothing. The president of the United States, Obama, comes in here. He carries with him a certain image, right? I mean, he's an image of a president. But do you think growing up, or all throughout his life before he had aspirations of becoming a president, do you think that was his image? I mean, no, I mean, it wasn't. When he was 10 years old, maybe he has aspirations of being a president, but I guarantee you he didn't act like it. He didn't act like it. He didn't think like it. He didn't do things as though he was a president. But I guarantee you now, if he came in here, he carries with him a certain image. And that image also, I guarantee you, inside, he is still a human being. I bet you he still has the same very emotions that we have. But you think, when we think of the president, we think, man, like pretty much the leader of the free world, because America controls so much of this and that. But we think in terms, man, this guy is it in certain situations, in certain circumstances. And you think, I guess I bring it back to this level, because the Lord's been teaching me, and He's been showing me that, man, we're all people. We all have the same emotions. We all have the same things. But the difference is, like my boss, the owner of my company, it's funny because I see him making decisions, millions.
All right, go.
All done!
Get both.
Oh, you caught it. Do another one. Do another one. But stand back a little bit.
This one's really hot.
Yeah.
One more time.
Really the ultimate Jello man.
Mouth eye coordination.
Oh no! Hey! It hurts. I don't have any more. No more juice. We're gonna have a snowball fight though. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Dirty snowball fight.
I don't know how you jump. No, don't record me.
Why not?
Is it really hard? Who can I grab by the leg? I can just make it soft.
What? You have to grab a cup. A cup.
Where's the shovel at? Okay.
It's right here.
Big Bear?
There, right there. Like over there.
It works better if you have a cup. You just scoop it up and make
put it
it
in
make
there?
it a ball. Yeah.
Oh snap. No, you're gonna need something harder.
Somebody get the soda. Where's the syrup?
So if you jump on it,
I want mine's de fresa.
That's perfect
that
right there,
one's
dude.
soft right there, dude.
Here, Tony, throw a ball up here, dude. Ooh, cool. Throw it at Mikey, dude. Throw it at Mikey. Go, dude.
What, dude? It's snow.
We're having fun. Hey, no fun. Guys, no fun.
Hey, no fun. Oh, en la cabeza.
Hey, who said you can have fun here?
More snow, more cowbell. Jump on. Is it really hard, Tony?
Just jump down.
If I jump on it, will it kill me? You got jello all over the camera.
Oh yeah? No.
No, it's not. Do a snow angel, yeah, snow angel.
Oh, you got hit. It wasn't me.
That was not me.
Is this the only smell?
Throw him a big shovel of snow, dude. Shovel that snow into.
Shovel it up. Go, Chris. Keep going, man.
Don't get in your cold, okay?
No, not too hard.
Oh, you're right.
Toss it, Tony, toss it.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Oh, then he's got a. Ah!
Tony, toss.
Oh, we caught it. It's gonna go in your head now.
Tony, toss, Tony. He's cheating. He's like, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Okay, Joe.
Alex, wanna pull it out?
Huh?
La camera.
Yeah. Just stay right
Better if
there.
Tony holds it. Hold it! Hey, don't throw things this way. Not in this side because he's fishing. So.
Alright, here we go. Skid it.
You guys trying to make it skip?
All right, do it again, dude.
Para que salga el foco bien y el resto blurry.
Hold on.
No, así como
Come on, Chris, come on. We're gonna go.
Don't, Ebony, watch out for the water.
Vente. Vente. I'll picture the grupo. Vente, Tony. Oh, snap.
Sure.
Okay, so how do we do this, Ebony?
No puedo porque no tengo dinero.
You know, people always say, oh, I can't because I don't have money.
Y nunca tienen dinero.
And they never have money.
Y capaz que no es que no tienen para
Maybe it's
nada.
not even that they don't have money at all.
Yo tengo una abuela
I have a grandmother.
que ella siempre, nunca tiene dinero.
She never has money.
Nunca.
Never.
Y yo sé que abajo del colchón sí tiene.
And I know under her mattress there's money.
Pero ella nunca tiene
But she
dinero.
never has money.
Su heladera está llena.
Her fridge is always full.
Sus alacenas están llenas de
Her,
comida.
you know, her pantry is always full of food.
Pero ella nunca tiene
But she
dinero.
never has money.
¿Y saben qué?
And you know,
Vino una maldición sobre una de mis tías.
this curse came over one of my aunts,
La que sigue viviendo con
the
ella.
one that still lives with her.
Ella tiene 32 años.
She's 32 years old,
Y no hay forma de que salga adelante
and there's no
económicamente.
way that she can overcome financially.
No importa qué trabajo, en qué trabajo
It
entra.
doesn't matter what job she starts.
Nunca permanece más de
She
un mes.
never stays there more than a month,
Y nunca tiene dinero.
and she never has money.
¿Creen que es casualidad?
Do you think that's just, just...
Vamos en la escuela de arte.
They told him,
No.
nah, you can't do that. No, you shouldn't do that in art school.
Y eso lo frenó.
And that stopped him from it.
Cualquier palabra que viene de alguien de
Any word
autoridad,
that comes from somebody in authority,
seas vos mismo,
even if it's yourself
tus
or
papás,
your parents,
tus tíos,
your uncles,
abuelos,
your grandparents,
maestros,
your teachers,
influencian sobre tu
people
vida.
that are influenced over your life.
Yo tenía una maestra en quinto grado
I had a teacher in 5th grade.
que siempre se burlaba de mí porque no sabía buena gramática.
She always made fun of me because my grammar wasn't good.
Y me acuerdo que siempre se
I
reía de mí
remember
por mis faltas de
She always
ortografía.
laughed at my grammatical mistakes.
Y yo crecí
And I
sabiendo de que,
grew up
bueno, yo tengo muchas faltas ortográficas, ¿qué
Knowing
voy a
that,
hacer?
I'm bad.
Well, seems like someone
El doctor no pasó por encuentro todavía.
Someone came and eventually ran over you. What's your name? Looks like you ran over him.
Her.
What do you guys think is the?
It's Anna.
Why do you guys think?
It's Anna.
Why?
You're the
I'm
sheriff,
the
aren't you?
sheriff.
Because you're the sheriff.
Oh,
So
it's Anna.
that means kill him next.
Wait, how many mafias do we have in here?
4.
It's only 3.
What's your excuse?
I don't have an excuse.
I'm dead.
You're supposed to defend yourself.
So are you the mafia?
Are you,
She is the mafia.
What left?
Ooh, sheriff, you shouldn't have done that. Alright, well everybody please go to sleep.
God, are you mafia guy?
I'm just kidding, I'm not really the sheriff.
Mafia, would you please wake up?
I'm really the sheriff,
Mafia, go to sleep. Sheriff.
Who's that?
Sheriff, just wake up. Who do you think is a mafia?
You guys can't talk.
yeah, you guys. The whole point of the game is like.
Would everybody please wake up? Alright. Seems that our sheriff opened his mouth and didn't know how to hide his secrets. He's